Kenneth Branagh is directing a new murder mystery that's based on a book and a remake of a 70s classic. Let's see how it is.
Okay.
What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another review. Today I'm going to be reviewing a new murder mystery that has a great ensemble cast and an underrated director. And it is Murder on the Orient Express, directed by Kenneth Branagh and starring Kenneth Branagh and a bunch of other great actors and actresses like Daisy Ridley, Michelle Pfeiffer, Willem Dafoe, Leslie Odom Jr., and Josh Gad. In this movie, a group of passengers aboard the Orient Express, this train that is going to another country, until something happens. A passenger is murdered on the Orient Express, and all of the people besides Kenneth Branagh who's solving the case are suspects. He must find out who the killer is. Now, if you didn't hear me in the intro to my review, this is a remake of the 1974 Murder on the Orient Express, and that movie was absolutely phenomenal. And so, usually when you go into a remake or a reboot of something, you get a little bit anxious and concerned, because usually remakes are never as good as the original classics. But the thing that had me the most interested in checking out Murder on the Orient Express was everyone involved. Kenneth Branagh as director and starring, and an ensemble cast of great actors and actresses made me very convinced that this was going to be a great movie. And so, my overall thoughts on this new iteration of Murder on the Orient Express is, it's okay. I was kind of disappointed by this film, to be honest. I mean, it had all the hype to be one of the best films of the year with this cast involved. And after walking out of this film, I enjoyed it from some parts, but overall, kind of let me down. But let's talk about the positives first. Really, the key performances in this film, Kenneth Branagh, he probably gives the best performance in this film. He's really good as this detective. He's very charismatic and charming. He rocks that twirly mustache extremely well, and Kenneth Branagh does a great job directing and starring in this film. Daisy Ridley is another key star in this film. She did fantastic. Leslie Odom Jr., Willem Dafoe, Michelle Pfeiffer too gives a great performance. Josh Gad has his moments. Really, all the cast involved gave great performances. The costumes and the makeup design for this film is fantastic, and it feels like a throwback 1950s classic film with everyone in coats and suits, mustaches. It does feel like this film could be in black and white. I really did appreciate the way this film looked and how everyone's costumes and makeup really fit in. It could definitely land an Oscar nomination for that. The cinematography for this movie was fantastic. It's really gorgeous to look at. Widescreen shots of the train, the inside of the train. You really do feel like you're on this train with these passengers. And the way that Kenneth Branagh has these wide-angle shots of the entire train, plus the snow, it does feel like you're shivering with these characters inside this claustrophobic train. Other than that, guys, those are the key points that I enjoyed about this Murder on the Orient Express film. Now let's go to the negatives. I would say the most boring act in this film is the first act. It's really slow paced. At about 15 minutes in, you're wondering, when is it going to start? When's the actual story going to kick in? And I kind of felt like it was a little bit too slow in the beginning. Found it boring and just didn't find it interesting. Plus, also, this story is very simplistic. It was a lot more simple of a story than I was expecting it to be. You know how a murder mystery goes. People get interrogated, people are asking questions to the people, they're trying to find out who the killer is, and then once the killer's revealed, you're like, I wanted a little bit more attention than that. I kind of felt like this movie really didn't do that for me. Like, all the questions are asked, and once the finale hits, you find out what happens. You're just like, really? Come on, I wanted something better than that. In the end, guys, Murder on the Orient Express is okay. It is a fun time. There are some good chuckles here and there from some characters. It's a really gorgeous looking film. Kenneth Branagh did a good job directing it. The cast was stellar. Just a story that I wanted a little bit more intensity from a murder mystery, but it's definitely not a god-awful film. I'd definitely check this one out. On my rating scale, I'm going to give Murder on the Orient Express a 3 out of 5 stars. Man, this kind of reminded me of Polar Express, to be honest.
Thank you.
Alright guys, that was my review for Murder on the Orient Express. Have you guys seen it yet? What were your thoughts on it? Did you love it? Think it was okay? Or did you absolutely hate it? Let me know down below in the comments. Thank you guys as always for watching this review, and if you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe today for more content. All my social media links are in the description down below, as well as links to my Patreon and Snapchat. Click that notification bell on your way out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!